All right, what's going on, people? So I have the TP7 here in front of me, along with the TX6 that I'm currently using and using for this live stream. And I have some thoughts about the two of them so far. So first of all, the way that I'm using the TX6 as an audio interface slash mixer, I don't think I can do that with the TP7. And I was hoping that I would be able to do that. Maybe with an update you might be able to, but I don't think I can do that at all with this. I think when I plug it in via USB-C and plug in these two inputs for my keyboard and microphone, the way that I have them wired up here, it only plays through the USB audio what's playing on tape. It doesn't play through the USB audio what's coming in. Like if I play notes, it's not going to play that. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah, I was hoping to be able to take this out with me back in the field, but I still need this mixer at this point with this whole setup that I have here. That being said, there is a chance, not 100% sure, but there is a chance that I could omit this and use my Scarlett audio interface to handle what I'm trying to kind of essentially do here. So I'm going to have to kind of do a little experimenting because I'd love to take this back out with me in the field. But for now, we're still using this for live streaming. And I feel like I want to live stream right now because it's been a little while since I've done that. So here we go. So I want to continue with this, but I want to move the mic out the way for a sec. Also, I guess technically, let me see something here really quick. 1 second. Because I can switch between these settings. Maybe, maybe not. Hang on, let me see. I'm kind of curious about something. So this is being used as a webcam, but I gotta actually relook at this, how I have this set up. This is the top down. Yeah, I'm going to have to check this out again. I think I know what's happening here, but I'll have to do this on the back end. Let me just see something real quick. See if I can get access to the... Yeah, no, I got to look at it later. That's fine. For now, we'll just rock with just the top-down view. All right, so I'm going to move this mic out the way for a second, and I'm going to mute myself. So yeah, being able to just mute yourself on... Like, having mixer controls are very important for a live stream. So I'm going to do a little investigating back and forth between these two, because even being able to mute yourself with just a button, you can't really do on here. You have to press a few buttons, and that might take away from the joy, so to speak. So let me turn this camera off for now. There was an update that came out for the Osmo Pocket, which is super dope, 4K via USB now. So I'm very excited to try that out. But I also would like to take the Osmo Pocket back out in the field and use my Nikon camera that's sitting right over here. And I have some ideas on how I might want to actually do this. Essentially, what I'm kind of thinking, as I'm thinking out loud for a sec, yeah, this is kind of convoluted. Essentially, the Nikon camera that I have here creates a like 10 millisecond delay from the audio to video. And so I can't use that with another camera with this system because you can't account for mic delay on one feed and not the other, right? So what I think I might want to use the Nikon for is I might consider reusing that back in like a vertical setup. So like going back into doing some vertical live streaming, possibly on YouTube Shorts and Instagram simultaneously. That might be maybe a good idea, I think. Because not just YouTube Shorts, but using both of those. And then that's what that camera is for. And then my Osmo can be used for my B camera for like the way we have everything currently set up. So I think that might actually work super well, but I'll figure that out. Let me get back into some music. And I also removed my OP1 field from the mix here. And I think I want to start bringing that out with me again as well. Maybe this means I can use both of these together actually. Let me think. We have the ground connector there, so I'm trying to see. Yeah, that might actually maybe work pretty well. I don't know. How would these possibly work together? So I need USB coming out of here because this doesn't have, you can't turn charging off on this yet, which is, I think, a major omission. You can on here, you can on here. So, that's kind of odd that they don't have it kind of like the same way, but that's fine. It's not fine, but I think they'll fix that eventually in an update. What else? I could see myself possibly, I don't really know what I would want to do here, so to speak. I guess I can send the inputs into tape, but that might be complicating things for no reason. So I don't know. But yeah, let me mute myself. I'm going to continue practicing this song. I'm monitoring chat. Let me actually see how this looks and sounds on YouTube. And I think I'm multi-streaming now, YouTube and Twitch at the moment. Oh, wow. Let me see this. Maybe if you've been some repetitive. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. What was I saying? Okay, I want to go on YouTube. Just get distracted with like recommended stuff on here. Wow, that sounds and looks really, 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 really good. All right, so yeah, we're gonna probably get back into like vertical live streaming on YouTube, I think, and then Twitch. We're probably gonna continue with regular horizontal live streaming. How do I? Wait, hang on. Switch into creative mode. Oh yeah, here. I'm trying to see how do I get back into. Oh, that's cool. He gave me a shout out. Thanks, Tom. How do I get into? Oh, here, and then my channel. Okay, there we go. I was like, what's going on? Okay, there we go. All right, cool. So that's super. That's really cool. All right, so I'm gonna leave this up for a sec, and yeah, we're gonna get back into this, and let's go. Yo, what's going on, Nick? How are you, man? If I remember your name correctly, are you're a teenage engineering guy? Correct me if I'm wrong. Like in the Discord, I think that's where your name sounds familiar from. Let me know if that's right. Where were we? So awesome, man. How are you? Yeah, man. Do you own one of these yet? The TP7? Because I got mine recently. I was just talking about it earlier in the live stream, and I remember thinking when these two were announced, I was like, you do? Oh, no, no worries. I mean, yeah, I was like, where was that? Yeah, nah, all good, man. Appreciate the company. No, I'm super excited about having one. It's super dope, but there's something about it that it doesn't do, which I think it should be able to do. And I wonder if it's purposely left out because they don't want to, they want you to be able to purchase the mixer or get the mixer or whatever. And that thing is, I was trying to use this I'm using this mixer right now for the audio interface. And I love the mixers. To me, the mixer is next level. Like, it's super, super dope. And it's so precise and works so well. But I wanted to, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm only using like two of the inputs here. So I wanted to use this instead. And be able to maybe record, have this hooked up so I can record things to tape and musical ideas, et cetera, et cetera. The thing is from what I understand, I can't, yeah, I mean, dude, I think that's accurate. You said how do I get this on here? Hang on one second. Let's see if this works. I'm using a slightly different setup. Let me see. I think I can. Yep. Add to broadcast. Is it going to work? Yeah. You're too right about that. So essentially, so I can get my point across, I was trying to I was convoluted with what I'm trying to say. But essentially, plugging in, hey, what's going on, Lazar? I think that's right. How you doing, man? Plugging in two inputs here, right? I can hit the record button in ARM mode, and I can hear, and I know how to go to the different channels. I'm understanding how to do that. So it's cool, and change the gain and all that stuff. All right, cool. But I cannot have the audio that I'm hearing in ARM mode go out and use this as an audio interface. Does that make sense? Have one or two inputs in here. Again, I can hear it when I'm in ARM mode just fine out the output here. But when I connect it to my, my system, my computer there, the audio doesn't send out via USB. And I feel like it should. I've been USB them together. Agree. Hey, Serbia, that's what's up. You said I've been USB them together. So you're saying that you use them together via USB. So that is an interesting idea, and that's something that in my setup wouldn't really. Essentially, I want to get this mixer. I want to move this mixer back into a mobile USB, the TP7 into, yeah. So if I were to do that, then I don't have a USB to go into my computer, right? In that setting that you're describing, I would not be able to use either of them as an audio interface, if that makes sense. And that's, not, although you are bringing up a good idea. So I know I'm kind of all over the place, but essentially the reason I want to use this by itself is so that I can use this for stuff out in the field again, even though this seems like a little bit more of a field type device to use, but I just want to kind of experiment. But you did bring up a really interesting point just now, which is let me think out loud for a second, but if yeah, that actually could work. Dang, I think you just kind of helped me solve something. So I could do the same setup in here, right? Same setup, run everything through here, but instead of using this as the audio interface that goes out to the computer and out to the live stream, I actually send this audio here out into my, again, sounding convoluted, but I have a, what do you call that red one? Focusrite. I have a Focusrite over there that I can use as the interface and just send the output of this into the input of the Focusrite. Now, and then have control, kind of control over volume and over certain things here. that is something that maybe might work. I have to explore that a little bit. I'm trying to make music on my phone and I install Gadget. Oh, cool, man. Okay, and I want to watch your tutorials for beginners, but it seems very. All right, that's interesting. So Nick, I'm gonna get back to you in a sec. I'm gonna answer this question right here. And thanks for joining, Lazar. Dang, let me see. How does this? Where's the freaking mouse? Okay, we gotta come left. There we go. Boom. Add to broadcast. Okay, so first of all, welcome to the wonderful world of music, mobile music creation. That's dope that you're checking out Chord Gadget. You said using it on your phone, so it is available on the phone. I like it a lot better on an iPad. No problem, Nick. I like it a lot better on an iPad or iPad mini, just a little bit more real estate, but it is doable on the phone for sure. If you have any specific questions, I can definitely answer them. I think I released about 3 really good videos, I think, or maybe 4, or 5, 4 or 5, maybe something like that, about Chord Gadget. Some of them like basic getting started. So definitely check the channel, type in Chord Gadget and Khordmaster, and just look up, like, you can find the videos that I released, and they're, I think, easy to understand. Hopefully, that was the intent on at least a few of them, to kind of be super just basic and straightforward. So yeah, check those out. But if you have specific questions, I'd be happy to answer. Nick says the TX6 is the mixer, and then you use the TP like an analog tape machine because it catches the T6. So the TX6 is the mixer. Yeah, so to your point though, Nick, then from there, if I'm occupying both USB ports on both devices, connecting them to each other, and I know you said be right back, so I'm gonna pause for a second so you get back. I don't want to like say the whole thing and then yeah, but yeah, okay, this is cool, man. Cool conversation. Where were we? I'm gonna remove this from the remove from broadcast. Let's go to silver. There's one called Silver Grand on here. But I do, yeah, I do love the idea of having this be the device that's connected here. And again, let me think about this for a second. So my mic is going into the Focusrite. The output of the Focusrite is going to the input of the TP6. I'm sorry, the input of the TX6 in this case. So what I could do, yeah, I don't know how that would work. Yeah, I don't know how that will work. It's going to be kind of tricky. Essentially, I need the TP7 to be able to be used as an audio interface, even in record ARM mode, and I don't think you can do that currently. I think it only will play back the stuff that it is playing internally, and not the stuff that it's feeding through. I'm pretty sure that's the case. I'm pretty sure. But that's fine. Eventually, I'll get to the bottom of it. And I think they're working on an update to it with some new features. So I'm super curious about what they're going to be. Especially like a loop mode, like punch in and punch out to loop stuff. That would be crazy. Oh, what did I say? I was trying to get to silver. Where is it? This one. I have a few stupid questions, but otherwise I write songs based on Billie Eilish. Is it possible to make songs like hers? For example, songs similar to these songs on her new album. So I haven't listened to her new album, and that's cool. But I believe that that you're capable of making any song in any genre in Chord Gadget, in my personal opinion, as long as you're skilled enough. Because Chord Gadget is, and I talked about this in another video, and it's pretty funny. I still have it up on the channel. I'll probably leave it up. But I got kind of offended, even though I shouldn't have been, because they didn't want to send me codes to get the rest of the gadgets that I purchased, like 70 or 80% of them, but they didn't want to send codes because I reached out to them thinking that they should send me some. But I've learned a lot since making that video, namely, like, basically companies are here to do what's right for them, not what's right for you. So even like in this case, I still truly felt and still truly do feel that it would be right for them to send me the codes, because I would then have a few extras, which is probably, I don't know, a $40 value, $60 value, whatever. But I'd be able to like have some goodwill with them, but also be able to like feel encouraged and inspired to make more videos on this app that I love making music in. And I think after making that video, I was kind of like hurt in a way. And I basically stopped using it for a little while. Stopped using Gadget. But now I'm back to using Gadget. I'm like, wait a second. That's stupid. Why would I stop using Core Gadget? I love using Core Gadget. Also, let me check one thing here real quick. I want to see if I can get this other camera working. Be right back. All right, so let's see if the webcam thing is working properly. No, I don't think it is. We're gonna see. See, like that's black. All right, so hang on. Let me see. One sec. Let's see what's happening here. Oh snap, we got a raid. That's what's up. Who is this here? Lil Wish Beats. What's going on, Lil Wish Beats? How are you, man? Appreciate the raid, my friend. All right, let me turn this camera off because that is not working the way that I'd like it to. Yeah, your name sounds familiar. You have been in one of the live streams before, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And if so, thanks for joining. Thanks for the raid. Much love. Genuinely appreciate it. How was your stream? What were you working on today? Yeah, word. Okay, cool. You know what? I was also, let me see something. I think it's something called Octave. Let me see if I can find this. Gotta sift through these things. Dang. Octave on top. Let me see. I don't remember. It's gonna take a minute to find this. Oh, I like Harp Grand though. That's beautiful. Damn, that is so nice sounding. Jeez, that's pretty cool. And then you can quickly get reverb and stuff. Yeah, the mixer is incredible, man. I love this mixer. Made a little beat, played, X-Defined, but raged, and I finished my stream on an indie. That's dope, man. Cool, man. Yeah. Well, first of all, that's a really, really good reminder for me. Now that I'm reinitiating back into Twitch, I also play games, and I created a YouTube gaming channel, which, you know, didn't feel right. Like another place to build a community. I don't know how I felt about that. So I'm excited to like kind of abandon that and go back into like live streaming on this same Twitch channel, you know, games as well, because Twitch is about games, isn't it? Right. So it kind of makes sense to like from my, like at the time when I was doing that before, I was kind of like, all right, you know, some people are here for the music, some people are here for the games. And so I didn't want to like stream one and not stream the other to like alienate a certain fan base per se. But now I'm like, F it. I play games. I make music. You know, I want people here for me a little bit more than people here for the stuff specifically that I do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there you go. You'd like to mix both. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I don't have like the full fledged streaming setup at all. I mean I have had it in the past, but right now it's just like whenever I'm playing on my PS5, like I can, just hop on a live stream right from the system, and it works super well. And I have a headset, and I can chat and monitor chat and do all the things and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna like log out of YouTube for that very reason, and yeah, start doing Twitch on there and Twitch on here, and kind of see how it grows, and kind of just take it, yeah, make it fun and make it seem like, basically make it organic and not like force the issue or anything. And Lazar, thanks so much. Is that in regards to what I was playing or what I was mentioning earlier? Let me know. Have you heard about Eurovision? I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Eurovision is, if I'm not mistaken, something I saw on 60 Minutes a long while ago, and I think it is something about like a contest, a musical creative phenomenon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, making it organic is what feels the best for me. I had a schedule before, but it felt wrong forcing myself to stream. Super interesting. Yeah, same here. I never had a schedule, but for that very reason. Cool. So I'm right about that. Yeah, I've watched something on 60 Minutes about it. Super, very, very interesting. But yeah, having the schedule is kind of like I tutor, right? I do piano lessons, and I tutor math and tutor ELA and stuff. So I have things. I'm good with schedules, right? Like I have certain people that I meet with at certain times and stuff, and it's all good. But I thought about having the same approach where I'm like, all right, well, let me just have scheduled streams, and I could still do that possibly. Maybe I might do that at some point, but for me, like, it's about the energy, right? Like the way I'm talking right now, I want to be here, not I have to be here. I felt like I wanted to interact with people, and a few people are here, which is awesome for me, and I enjoy that. I enjoy the interaction. I wanted to play a little bit. If I felt like if I needed to be here and I didn't have that energy, then it comes through in my voice. It comes through in the whole energy of the live stream and stuff. So I could totally understand where you're coming from. This is a beautiful sound. Jeez. Also, this probably needs to be like positioned a little differently. Let me see something actually. Yo, John, what's going on, my friend? How are you? Your name looks familiar as well. Are you a frequenter of the channel? I've definitely seen you comment on some videos. Correct me if I'm wrong. How are you doing today? Yeah, leave the mixer there. That makes so much more sense. Yeah, I like that. That's a nice look. Nice look there. Schedule stream are great because people will know when and what you will stream, but when you don't feel like streaming, it kind of sucks. Yeah, there you go. So it's like treating it like a business or something. And for me, I could kind of, and I thought about this as well. Oh, got you, John. There we go. Cool. Yo, so good to hear from you. I'm gonna come back to your Lil Wish Beats. I'm gonna come back to your statement in a bit. Okay, no problem, man. No problem. Hey, give me something too, man, if you don't mind. So John, yeah, Patreon. Okay, I definitely recognize your name. So, and I haven't been active on Patreon that much lately. Tell me a little bit about, because you might know a little bit about me, hence why you joined my Patreon. Tell me a little bit about what you'd like to see from me on Patreon. Do you know any famous name from Eurovision? Do you know any famous name? I can't say that I do. stuff Ableton. Okay. All right. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place with things, right? On one hand, I love Patreon, and I love the fact that there's a platform that I can get direct feedback from people. You are fine. Keep doing what you're doing. Hey, thanks, John. Appreciate that. Yeah, get feedback from people, provide value, do all the things. And on the other hand, it's like me thinking about like YouTube memberships, for example, right? YouTube is like my home base, my main platform. And so my Patreon used to be a place that was specific for like chord tutorials. I was like, all right, let me just have it be that. But basically, it never feels right kind of locking myself down into like one specific thing. Like the fact that you're talking about Ableton and iOS, like that seems cool to me. Like, oh, okay, now as long as I remember to, right? But that seems cool to me to be like, all right, let me just not make a YouTube video for iOS stuff or Ableton. Let me do a Patreon only video that's like uncut, and it's just me talking directly to you guys. Like that's the type of stuff that I want to make. And so it's important to get feedback about the fact that, okay, at least one of my patrons out of 29 members on there. I don't know how many paid patrons I have, maybe 5 or 6, but at least one of them is going to, is like requesting that. And hang on one second. My wife is calling. Yeah, it really does. There's a lot of different thoughts that I have about the whole, just everything. And it's like having too much gear, having too many ideas, having all those different things and not being a little bit more systematic. Excuse me one second. Um, Hey, thank you. I need like, yeah, really actually need some water. I wish I had some with me right now. I got to get ready to go in a few minutes. I do want to finish this one song. And I appreciate you guys hanging out and joining, and definitely excited to do this a lot more often. Gadget just released new sound packs. Have you heard them? Yeah, so John, I have heard them. And as a matter of fact, Gadget is on my list. Yeah, I'm not going to bounce just yet. I'm going to do one song. But yeah, Gadget is on my list, like high on the list of something I want to do a video on, because those sound packs I think that you're talking about, they have like the song starter thing, which I never really checked out, but it's really good, I think, for like just getting ideas started. And I want to talk about how I'm using it, in my next video. And also, I want to talk a little bit more about like my iPad dilemma, which is that I have an iPad mini 6, which I'm looking to sell. And I have a MacBook Pro M3 chip, brand new. Well, not brand new, I use it, but it's the latest one, the 14-inch. So I've been using both of those, but I also bought this right here. I also bought this, which of course is the if 13-inch iPad. And I am really going back and forth between figuring out if I prefer just this iPad, or if I prefer, iPad with the Magic Keyboard and the new Apple Pencil, or if I prefer the setup I just mentioned just now. And like for me, I believe like there's a quite strong core. Like I definitely prefer the iPad Pro. I prefer having an iPad Pro Like I love the touchscreen aspect of it. It just works better for me for what I enjoy doing. And I have the ability to get like around $1,700 or so for my MacBook Pro, which I paid $2,200 or something like that for. So a small hit, but also like I just don't enjoy using the MacBook Pro that much because of the fact that it's not touchscreen, as I've learned, right? As I've learned over the past few years. And I also didn't even buy the MacBook Pro myself. I got it through like a sponsorship thing, which was really, really cool. But I could have, had that. I got the money and I purchased it, so I could have not got it and kept the money, kind of thing. So I guess technically I did buy it, for lack of a better word. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about the gadget thing. I mean, I was using it. Yeah, every time I use this, I'm just like, yeah, I can't imagine not having a 13-inch iPad after just having it for. I just really feel, even talking about it right now, just having it not in the setup there, just really works well. So I think the ultimate thing that's going to happen is WWDC in a few days / couple weeks or a week and a half or something. I want to see what they talk about with regards to the updates on iPad OS. Even like what is the center stage thing about gadget things? Have you heard about those Pocket? I have heard about them. I have them over there. I haven't used them that much. I use the OPZ, which is like Pocket Operator on steroids, for lack of a better word. I just need to. I don't know how to do the multitasking thing on here. I forget what it's called. It's not center stage. Let me see something. It's not called split screen. I forget the name of it, but there's like a feature that's supposed to let you. I gotta dig into it a little bit more, but let you have like multiple windows up. But even with that, like, would I use that on an iPad? I don't know. Maybe even not. But I'm gonna bounce. Let's go see who we're gonna raid for the people that are hanging out with me on Twitch, and for people hanging out with me on YouTube. I appreciate y'all joining. This was a great time. So yeah, let's see who's live right now, and we'll go raid someone. I gotta get a little more familiar with getting around on. On mobile here. Stage manager. Hey, thank you, man. Wow, you just hopped in here and there you go. Cool, that's what I'm talking about. So I don't know how to use that. And now that you mentioned it just now, let's go take a look. That's called Stage Manager. I think that's exactly right. And is there like a setting? Stage Manager. Cool. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna raid that person without even looking. Thanks for letting me know. So Stage Manager, split view and slide over, multitasking. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at that. Dang, I gotta tap into this. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Look at this. You can like do some things and be like boom, boom. Although this does not work. All right, Jess, I'm gonna be up in a second. Okay, so we're gonna raid. Okay, so Silver Point Despair. Okay, so how do we do this again? We go live, and then we go here. No, we gotta go here. My channel. Okay, so we're gonna raid. You got it. I'm also considering the iPad only setup, so been tracking your reviews of this. Oh, that's dope, man. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, keep yourself in the loop, man. I have a lot more to share, a lot more to talk about with regards to that. So I appreciate you joining, and good to know that there's people that are tapping into what I am talking about. That's really cool. Silver, hang on, why can't I spell /raid Silver Point Despair. All right, I don't even know who this person is and what they do, but that's who we are rating. So everyone, thanks so much for joining. This was a lot of fun. Team iPad only. That's what it's sounding like. We're going to see what's up very soon. And I look forward to the next live stream, which will be sometime very soon in the next couple days or so. All right, everyone. Have a great one. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.